Hi, my traditional name is Simte Sapatawia, and I'm sorry I couldn't be here tonight to bring some teachings, so we've decided to do it via video. Hi. Oh, and my name is Juanita. So I have some questions here that I'm going to answer. Number one, what does it mean for WAVA to host a round dance? Well, I think it's really important because of the work that we do, like as women, and a round dance is actually working within the community and building partnerships and friendships and supporting, our women, right, and families. And so basically, what it brings to the community is it brings revenue. It brings, that kinship of friendship, long-lasting relationships, and so that's like really important. Also, it shows the work that WAVA is doing to reach out to the community and to work with families and other women. So this is a really exciting time to bring this round dance to the community, and so I'm hoping that it will continue, right? So to be a part of this is really exciting, and I just hope for really good things. So number two, why did we choose the theme of honoring missing and murdered Indigenous women for this year? Well, I really thought that it was important to honor our women, to honor our families, in part because of the work that we do here at WAVA, and also in part of the Truth and Reconciliation um, Commission, and also because of the public inquiry this year. And it's really important to show that love and community support to our families, to our women, to the children, and just to really uplift them and share that. So that's why it's important. It's important to just honor the work that women and families do, and yeah, and to show our love. What are the expectations for WAVA volunteers? Um, well, I think just to help out, like wherever you can. Um, Also to be helpful to elders. Um, and I think the biggest help that's needed would be like in the kitchen. So that would be cleanup um, and manning some booths like the water booth and the coffee booth, and ensuring that coffee is always ready, right? And on hand, and the same as water. And there will be some other teas as well, like Indian tea, which is just basically like all herbs and medicines like from the land, and another medicine called Husham, which is like for cleaning out your system, mostly like your blood, and it's just like it's a good medicine. It's a good medicine, so anybody can drink it. Um, and just to be helpful. So if you're able to help out in the kitchen, bring out tables. Well, we're going to try and get the men to do that, but let's see. And just helping like wherever needed. Um, what are the protocols that WAVA volunteers should be mindful of for their scope? I think that some important teachings would be to, if you see anything that's ceremonial, like a blanket that has like items on it, like a smudge bowl or a chinupa, which is a sacred pipe, um, or any medicines or drums or anything on it, go around it. So whether you're male or female, it's important to go around it because we carry energy, and in our spirit we don't know like what kind of energy we might accumulate or pick up like out when we're like in the city, because there's lots of energies going around. And also to respect, that spirit of those sacred objects. And really it's just that those energies shouldn't cross, right? Especially as women, life givers, it's really important that we kind of like protect our teepee, right? And so with protecting our teepee, it's important to like have a wrap on or a long skirt, and nothing that's like really tight fitting, only because as women, we have a sacred teepee, and we want to be mindful, what kind of energy is kind of like, coming to us, because we don't want to absorb, any more negative energy than we really should have to and stuff. Also that as life givers, we just why it's called the teepee is because when we put up our teepees, each pole represents like the different teachings, like truthfulness, humbleness, bravery, generosity, kindness, bring no harm, and love, right? And truthfulness. And so, when we look at some of those teachings, and then when we wrap the teepee, you'll notice that there's only a small space at the bottom of the teepee, and that is to, protect those teachings, and also it's a protection for us, right? And so that's why it's important to wear a skirt, and don't step over anything. Be helpful to elders. So if you see an elder walking and they're in front of you, and they're kind of struggling, help them, right? Always let an elder go first. Even if they're slow, just, be patient, right? Be patient, be helpful, be kind, and help wherever you can. And let's see what else. Skirts, don't step over things. Oh yeah, if you're on your moon time and there's a pipe ceremony that's happening, you have to actually sit far back as possible, only because as life givers, we have the ability to be able to give life, and also our bodies actually take life too. So that time where we're releasing, that cycle, where we're ending life, right? It's not a bad thing. It's a natural thing that happens. And because our bodies are shedding things that we don't need, we also absorb energies from around us. So it's a time where we're actually in ceremony, and that energy is just very strong. So when the teachings always are to stay as far away from ceremonial objects as possible. So don't drum, right? And don't be near the sacred pipes. And that's just, I think, yeah, it's just because of the energies and stuff, and because we're already in ceremony, and that's a very powerful time. And, as life givers, why we're in ceremony is because we're more connected to Grandmother Moon, and because we carry a lot of water inside of us, our emotions and everything are kind of like waves, right? And so we just need to be mindful and respectful, and it's important just to keep yourself wrapped and as far away. And let's see what else. I think that's it. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight. And if you have any more questions, just write them down, and then hopefully we can try and have a meeting beforehand. And so I look forward to seeing you guys, and thank you so much for all your help and support. All my relations.